That being said, here's a look at the forecast over the course of the next couple of days. Making landfall as a Category 3 hurricane, moving inland, and then backing up, and then moving back out over the water and eventually right through our neck of the woods. What you see here in the pink is a hurricane warning. The yellow is a tropical storm warning, and that means tropical storm conditions are anticipated here in the city of Houston. So, rainfall totals, obviously off the charts. Historical amount of rain possible in and around the city of Houston. We're talking upwards of 15 to 25 inches of rain, with isolated amounts 30 to 35 inches, possibly even north of that. So you can see a huge bullseye of pink right over the central and northern counties. So what
that said, we have two problems. One is because the storm is going to stall over the state of Texas, it may come in, go out, and come in again. For one, they didn't think this was going to be all that serious of a storm, but for another, they've been through these before, and so they think they don't need to evacuate. But what they cannot predict right now is the magnitude of the rain that will be coming down and the ability for them to either be trapped or completely inundated.
Pleased to be here with Mayor Turner. Talk about Hurricane Harvey, yes, but of course Hurricane Harvey isn't going to hit our area directly. We're going to be dealing with the consequences of Hurricane Harvey. Obviously our thoughts and prayers are with those people who are lower down the coast who are getting a direct hit. We are going to have, as we've been saying all along, a major rain event over the next several days. Lots of rain. At this time, I can re-emphasize, there will be no mass evacuations called.
But this is a rainmaker, and there are different reports, anywhere from some say 15 to 25, some say 20 to 30. We simply do not know. We're going to hope and pray for the best, but let's assume that there will be a lot of rain, the bayous, But the best thing was just to stock up on some food, some games. You got kids, stay at home. This is not an evacuation for our area, but just be safe. Heed the instructions. Don't get your news from Facebook. Get your news from credible media sources. Listen to the county judge. This is an excellent place, TransStar.
So in case you got a jury notice, you don't have to go in on Monday.
The heaviest parts of the band of Harvey were hitting the southwest, dumping upwards of 4 to 5 inches several hours ago, and we've been sort of going through the various areas. This is certainly the worst we've seen, but officers telling us that there are some other ones, and certainly emergency crews, Neil, all over the city waiting to shut roads down. Clearly, this road is shut down.
But this is going to be an ongoing situation over the next 4 days. That's what makes this storm so unique. It's a serious one. There will be flooding, and at some point, maybe over the next 3 to 4 days, there will be some rescues.
Mayor Turner, I'm sorry, Mayor Turner, I didn't mean to cut you off there. There was some confusion yesterday. Governor Abbott there in Texas saying folks should get out of Houston. You then insisted that folks probably should not leave en masse. Folks should stay put. This morning, any idea of what the majority of people there in Houston decided to do?
Well, the people in the area have decided to stay. Most people have decided to stay for the Houston area. The county judge and I have worked very closely together, and we both recommend for people in the Houston-Harris County area to stay.
It's a flat spot.
Fishing.
Does Houston have what it needs?
Well, listen, this is an enormous challenge, and we are making sure that we continue to provide Houston all that it needs, as well as FEMA is assisting tremendously. I want you to know that today we are delivering another 150 boats, as well as 300 high water vehicles.
The mayor of Houston, as you know, is defending his decision not to call for a mandatory evacuation of the 6.5 million residents. Do you still think that was a wise idea?
Listen, the time for making that determination has passed. It's no need for us to relitigate that issue right now. What we have to focus on again is making sure that we continue this evacuation process, get people out of harm's way, get them relocated, and then begin the rebuilding process.